Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is your Reluctant Gringo back again with another video. So I've been thinking about this whole Silver Surfer controversy, and something just doesn't add up for me. What we're being told by the entertainment news about Julia Garner being cast as Shalla-Bal may be inaccurate. For sure, she's going to be the Silver Surfer in a new Fantastic Four movie. I just do not think she will be Shalla-Bal. Allow me to explain. Shala is a member of the Zen-Levian race and a person in the Marvel Universe who has been given the power cosmic by Galactus and become the Silver Surfer. However, I do not think Julia Garner will be playing this particular character. You see, Shalla-Bal's story is a complicated one, and a story that cannot be told without Norrin Radd because it is their romantic relationship that dictates all of the events that lead up to Shala becoming the next Silver Surfer. And I doubt that we're going to get two Silver Surfers in one movie. I think they would have announced them together instead of separately to avoid fan confusion. As well, Shalla-Bal is primarily in Earth 616, the universe that most of the MCU takes place in. Basically, our reality, or the so-called main Marvel universe. The Fantastic Four movie is not going to take place in the 616 universe. It cannot, because they would not be able to explain the absence of Marvel's original family from all the other world-threatening events in the past, like the Snap and Thanos. So, the Fantastic Four movie is set in another universe within the multiverse. Therefore, it just doesn't make sense to include Shalla-Bal in this story. Even just looking at Julia Garner, and the casting doesn't make sense on a pure looks department. I know makeup and CGI can do wonders, but casting directors still try to get something of a resemblance with picking actors for a role like this. So who the hell is Julia Garner playing? Well, I'm glad you asked. The answer? Juno. Who is that? Well, she is the Silver Surfer in Universe 829. Juno is the granddaughter of Hercules, and therefore the great-granddaughter of Zeus. She appeared in only 4 comics that I can find in my research, and those are all 4 of the Hercules Twilight of a God 4-issue limited series published in 2010. I think this is who Julia Garner will be playing, a much more forgettable version of the Silver Surfer from a story that most people will not recognize. In issue number 1 of that series, we are given an opening scene of Hercules riding a missile headed for the port city of Antares, the capital city of his home planet, Williamian, in the Andromeda Galaxy in Universe 829. Hercules disarms the missile, but cannot stop it from careening into the city, and it takes Hercules with it, causing the demigod massive head trauma that is alluded to later because he is on constant medication and must be careful to not re-injure his head. His medication can cause side effects when mixed with alcohol, so his very loyal granddaughter, Juno, is constantly watching over him. It is clear that she is dedicated to Hercules as a grandfather and loves him very much. In the meantime, the rest of the story that takes place is about a plot to remove the royal ruler of Williamian, who just happens to be Hercules' son. But for time's sake, we're going to skip palace intrigue and get to what we need, Galactus. As politics play out on Williamian, in another part of the universe, Galactus is devouring a planet that overloads him with radiation and energy. So much so, he begins to both collapse in on himself into a black hole, and his body size begins to grow exponentially. It is one of the few moments when we see Galactus actually frightened. So much so, he tells his herald, 829's current Silver Surfer, that he is free of his bond and must escape. However, this Silver Surfer belongs to an extinct race of beings who used to worship Galactus and help feed him in exchange for their survival. But one day, Hercules interfered and caused the destruction and extinction of this race of beings, leaving just one, who Galactus took as his herald because of the unbridled hate he had for Hercules. So once free, this Silver Surfer heads directly to the port city of Antares, and an epic battle with Hercules ensues. In this battle, Hercules is battered, and his son is disintegrated by this evil and vicious surfer. But Hercules is a demigod and gets the upper hand, snaps the surfer's board in half, and uses it to decapitate 829 Silver Surfer. In the meantime, Galactus has made his way towards Williamian. Hercules, who has defeated Galactus before, heads into space on his chariot to confront the threat. He tells Uatu, the Watcher, that what he's about to see will be historic. He dives into the pure energy that is Galactus at that point and absorbs it by sacrificing his own being. Galactus then emerges unharmed and back in original form. And at that moment, Juno arrives and asks to be the new Herald of Galactus. Why? Because she understood the magnitude of her grandfather's sacrifice and remembered that he once taught her to keep your enemies close to you. And, as a new Silver Surfer, she could keep the biggest threat in the universe close to her and steer him clear of civilized worlds. And in a last-second twist, the emergence of Galactus from the black hole split off a part of his being into a new one called Cosmos, who does the exact opposite of what Galactus does. Cosmos brings life to lifeless planets and reignites extinguished stars. And that's the last of Juno that we ever see. So let's look at some of the evidence. First, Julia Garner looks a lot more like Juno than she does Shalla-Bal. Second, Juno is from an alternate universe, which would fit in with the storyline the Fantastic Four movie will have, as well as the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which is going to jump throughout the multiverse. Third, we have already seen Hercules in the MCU in a post-credit scene for Thor Love and Thunder as he comforts Zeus and swears vengeance on Thor. Now, this was the 616 universe, but it does establish the lineage and existence of Hercules and therefore Juno in the MCU as a fact. Now, I understand that this may seem thin, like putting 2 and 2 together and getting 3.5. And I understand that Juno only appeared in this limited series 4 issues, that was it. But she did become a Silver Surfer. She did become the Herald of Galactus. Since no one has officially confirmed that Garner will be Shalla-Bal, and it's only speculated, I'm left to wonder, are we getting this Silver Surfer, Juno version from 829 instead? I think it's a possibility. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. And with that, I'm still your reluctant gringo, and from south of the border, salute and a huevo.